moving forward.
Tonight, pharmacies nationwide face delays as healthcare tech company reports a cyber attack. What you need to know. Plus, one local school district's announcement of professional misconduct in a classroom is raising more questions than answers. And will this Delawarean's voice get the coaches to turn their chairs? We'll find out. Those stories and much more straight ahead tonight on DETV News. Good evening and welcome to this DETV News Brief. I'm Matt Ford. Thanks for being with us tonight. Making headlines today, pharmacies across the country are reporting delays to prescription orders due to a cyber attack against one of the nation's largest healthcare technology companies. Change Healthcare, a company handling orders and payment processes through the United States, first noticed the cybersecurity issue affecting its networks Wednesday morning along the East Coast. Well, pharmacies across the country have put out notices that the attack on the Change Healthcare is actually disrupting their ability to process patients' orders. There is currently no publicly available report on the nature or the origin of this cybersecurity plaguing Change Healthcare. They are one of the largest healthcare technology companies in the United States, and they handle patient payments across the U.S. healthcare system. The tech giant states that it handles 15 billion healthcare transactions each year, and that 1 in 3 Americans have records that are touched by them. DETV reached out today to hospitals and insurance companies throughout the Delaware region, and as of this broadcast, we have received this response from the Delaware Healthcare Association, stating in part, Delaware's hospitals are aware of the cyber attack and are working to ensure that there is no impact on patient care or information, end quote. That statement is from the association's president and CEO, who also says that they will keep patients informed accordingly. DETV also received a response from a spokesman from ChristianaCare, who said, quote, that none of ChristianaCare's systems have been impacted directly. At this time, we are not aware of any impact to patient care or patients' data. Lastly, DETV has also heard from CVS. They tell us that they're continuing to fill prescriptions, but in certain cases, they are not able to process insurance claims, which their business continuity plan is addressing to ensure that patients continue to have access to their vital medications. So, how does this affect you, you ask? You're encouraged to contact your individual insurance provider to ensure that there are no lapses in receiving medications or other interruptions as a result of this cyber attack. We'll certainly keep you posted on that. And in other news tonight, the Smyrna School District is investigating reports of possible professional misconduct in a classroom at Smyrna Elementary School. According to the school district, a report alleging the misconduct was originally received on February 16th. The district released a statement just on Wednesday, February 21st, saying that they had taken precautions while the investigation is underway, including contacting law enforcement and providing alternative staff for student instruction. At 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday, the Smyrna School District issued an update on their statement, saying the alleged misconduct under investigation was not sexual in nature, but they declined to provide any other information. Staff were at the elementary school to provide support for students, employees, and parents. The district said that they understand that questions remain regarding the active investigation and that they will continue to update parents as soon as more information becomes available. And police in Newcastle County have arrested 2 13-year-olds and a 14-year-old who they say hopped out of a stolen car to attack another teen as he walked home from a bus stop. That is, the incident happened shortly after 3:30 Tuesday afternoon in the Wellington Woods area of Newark. Police say the 14-year-old victim was walking home from the bus stop when a silver Kia passed him multiple times. Well, the Kia eventually stopped and 3 suspects, all wearing ski masks, got out of the car. That's when they reportedly ordered the victim to turn over his property, and then they attacked him. But the victim was able to run away. Luckily, the suspects tried to run away as well, but all 3 were eventually caught by police. Police say that they later determined the Kia was actually stolen earlier in the day. All 3 teens were charged with a number of crimes, including robbery, assault, and resisting arrest. To Sussex County now, where police in Laurel are asking for the public's help in identifying suspects involved in a shooting that injured 3 people earlier this month. Around 2 a.m. on February 11th, police were called to the 2800 block of Daniel Street in Carvel Gardens for a report of shots fired, where they there saw a large group of people fleeing from an apartment. Police say the owner of the apartment told them at least 3 people had been struck by gunfire. Laurel police tried to detain multiple cars fleeing the residence, but when they refused, a chase ensued on that vehicle using stop sticks. More than 50 shell casings were found around the home in the area. 3 people, a 17-year-old male, an 18-year-old female, and a 26-year-old female, were all injured. Police have released these photos we've been showing you on your screen, as well as a vehicle of interest that's right here. Anyone with information regarding the suspects or this vehicle is asked to contact Detective Gardner at the number seen there on your screen. And a police chase through Sussex County ended in the arrest of a man on multiple felony charges, including his 5th DUI. According to state police, the incident occurred shortly after midnight Tuesday after troopers on patrol spotted a vehicle swerving on Route 24 in the area of Banks Road. Police tried to stop the vehicle, but the driver would not stop and led police on a pursuit from Millsboro all the way to Bridgeville, where police were finally able to stop the car. The driver, 41-year-old Lee Brooks, and a female passenger were both taken into custody. Inside the car, police found a 12-gauge shotgun, brass knuckles, a knife, and drug paraphernalia. The female passenger who was with him has not yet been named. She was charged with a misdemeanor and has subsequently been released. The man was arraigned on a slew of felony charges and was committed to Sussex Correctional Institution on a $36,000 cash bond. And Milford City Council has voted to drop their eminent domain case against a property owner to acquire her land for an extension of recreational space and paths. Wednesday night, the vote came on the heels of the council releasing a lengthy statement on their reasoning for deciding on eminent domain in the first place. Annette Billings has seen a massive outpouring of local support, including last night over the past couple of weeks, as she resisted the council's efforts to acquire an 8-acre parcel from her. That support was on full display Wednesday in Milford as residents packed into the meeting room to share thoughts with the council. Councilwoman Wilson, seen here, introduced the motion to terminate eminent domain. The motion passed 6-0 with 2 abstentions. That while the end of eminent domain controversy brings some relief to Milford neighbors, it remains to be seen how the council intends to move forward with its plan to add fully connected bike paths and recreational areas. Well, speaking of bike paths and recreational areas, it's never too soon to think of spring, right? Well, lucky for you, she's back. Let's turn it to our weather girl, Shakira Denise. Hey, Shakira.
Hey, Matt. Thank you so much. And hello, DETV family. Yes, I'm back. And now I have some good news to bring to you because we have good weather coming up. And this weekend's weather is sponsored by Delaware's Behavioral Health Consortium. Let's see what we got coming up. On Friday, we're looking at showers, 47 degrees. Not a great day, but it's Friday, so that's always great, TGIF, right? And then we have Saturday and Sunday. They are seasonable temperatures. Saturday, we're looking at partly cloudy skies. 41 degrees will be the high. And Sunday will be a high of 42 degrees. Mostly sunny, picture perfect, definitely time to get out. And if you haven't heard, it's a great time to go to Old Newcastle. They're having their 3rd annual Historic Restaurant Week. What could be better? Good food, great company. It's the best. That is your DETV's weekend weather forecast. Back to you, Matt.
Shakira, it's great to have you back. I think I speak for all of us when I say that. And I'm going to head to historic Newcastle for dinner on Saturday. She helped me with my plans, so thank you. Welcome back, Shakira. She'll be with us for all of our newscasts. We're excited. For more news, to Dover now, where a new transitional housing unit for young women is set to open its doors. It aims to help create a path for young women who have aged out of the foster system. The units are the latest project from the Elizabeth W. Murphy School and would feature 3 bedrooms with services for women ages 18 to 23 with the hopes of helping them further their careers and education. The center would be the 4th location operated by the group in the state, and it would feature 6 caseworkers. The organization says when kids age out of foster system, they can end up with families that cannot handle them in abusive relationships, or even worse, homeless. And registration is now open to Wilmington's 2024 Youth Career Development Program, set to kick off on June 17th. The summer program aims to employ over 300 youths in a variety of roles, including internships within the city government, as well as positions in the business and community sectors. Those interested must apply online. Upon submission, applicants will undergo an intake appointment to review their application and necessary documentation. To qualify for the 2024 Youth Career Development Program, applicants must fall between the ages of 14 and 20 years old. Prospective candidates, both new and returning, are invited to apply via the program's website, that's youthjobs.com, and the application deadline is going to be Friday, April 12th. And before we leave you tonight, a singer from Delaware is set to captivate millions as a contestant on NBC's The Voice. Hockessen's Olivia Rubini, a Padua Academy graduate, will take the stage during the initial blind audition round on the singing competition. At 24 years old, Rubini has been making waves in the music scene since the age of 15, independently releasing music, including her acclaimed full-length album, Silhouettes, in 2021. Produced by her father, veteran Delaware musician Richie Rubini, her anticipation for the blind audition round was palpable last week when she shared the news on social media. She expressed gratitude for the overwhelming support. As is customary for The Voice contestants, if you don't know, Rubini must await the airing of her audition episode before she can engage with a media interview. The new season of The Voice is set to launch Monday night, 8 p.m. on NBC. Meanwhile, both Olivia and Dad, Richie Rubini, are slated to perform at this year's Shine a Light concert at the Queen, headlining alongside 70 local acts to benefit the Light Up the Queen Foundation. Ticket prices for that event range from $75 to $300. So what do you think about that?
I think that's awesome.
We've only had 3 people from Delaware on The Voice, and there are 25 or 26 seasons. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
And we have a lot of talent here.
Big ups to Delaware. Yay.
I'm glad to have you back.
Thank you, Matt. It's great to be back. Boom.
Right, we got this. Well, that's going to do it for today's edition of DETV News. Be sure to follow us across your favorite social media platforms. And for a look at what's happening all around the great state of Delaware, take a look at our website. That's detvch.com. With tonight's news, I'm Matt Ford.
And I'm Shakara Denise.
We'll see you next week.